New Jersey is a terrible state to live in. It seems to be something everyone in America agrees with, that living in New Jersey is a fate worse than death. Also, they have a hockey team. The New Jersey Devils had quite the great season last year, seeing the fruits of their rebellious labor blossom into a first-round win against the Rangers and a second-round loss to the Canes. After making their second postseason since their 2012 Cup run, expectations were sky does Minecraft high. People expected this team to do shit like kick absolute arse in the regular season, unstoppable, wicked sick, monster kill, godlike, beyond godlike, rampage, be one of the best teams in the NHL. So far, the Devils have not been that. Hopefully, Joe Swanson has amnesia and forgot the Devils existed. Otherwise, he would feel like he was getting cucked by a Jerry Seinfeld bee all over again. Looking at the Metro standings, the Devils were expected to be, somewhere up here, but instead, they're all the way down here, which isn't even good enough for a wild card. So, kind of a disappointing season. And one aspect of the team that your ring finger can be pointed towards for this is their goaltending. Last season, their goaltending wasn't the best. They didn't have Dota 2 player Linus Ullmark, but they still got the job done. But this season, they are instead doing the job, as the Devils have given up the 6th most goals in the league. Tom Fitzgerald made the choice to stick with Vitek Vanacek and Akira Schmid as the Devils tandem, and the team's been paying the price for it. On paper, it probably sounded like a mighty fine idea. Akira Schmid was a key piece in getting the Devils past the Rangers. Unfortunately, instead of first-round Schmid, they had gotten second-round Schmid. Vanacek has also been ass. He and Schmid are both under 900 in save percentage, and they are an absolute dumpster fire of a tandem. So, maybe Tom Fitzgerald should have considered getting a different goaltender that wouldn't put up these poopy diaper numbers. Well, as it turns out in the offseason, Tom Fitzgerald tried just that. He even had his eye set on one particular guy, but it was just some Connor Hellebuck schmuck. He probably wouldn't have helped anyway. Tommy Boy's also shown some interest in some J goaltenders like John Gibson, Jacob Markstrom, and Saros. But counter-argument, maybe the goaltending just needs someone out there to help them, like, for example, Dougie Hamilton. There's a million things he hasn't done, and he won't be doing any of them for a while, as he's been out with an injury since November and is likely out for the remainder of the season. Considering Dougie's a defensive player, and the Devils, are kind of bad defensively right now, they probably could have used him. They also probably could have used some of the other players who had gotten injured during this season, like, Jack Hughes, Nico Hischier, Andre Palat, Timo Meyer, Eric Holla, Segan Thaler, Nosek. Come on, we got a whole menu of injuries here. That first guy on the list, Jack Hughes, he's a first overall pick and their best goal scorer, and he got injured twice this season, missing a total of 16 games. And of the 16 games where people paid to watch him play and ended up not watching him play, they have lost 10 of them. But enough about him and the other things. Let's talk about the guy the Devils fan base wants to Mussolini the fuck out of right now, Lindy Ruff. Back to the goaltending. Schmid and Vanacek were doing great as the Knights of the ancient Swiss cheese kingdom, but unfortunately that doesn't translate well to winning games. So Lindy Ruff looked at this and then looked at this other goaltender, Nico Daws. With the season in a dire situation, it would be bold to put this man who wasn't even in a single game last season in the net to try and turn the goaltending around. But considering the other options, desperate times call for desperate measures. So Lindy Ruff made the choice to put Nico Daws between the pipes. Every single fucking game! That is not a joke. Since February 12th, Nico Daws has started in every single game except this one against the Lightning. That is 10 of their last 11 games, with one guy being given the duty of making sure burnt patties don't get past him. The Jets don't even do this with Hellebuck. The favorite for the Vezina and the guy that I called a schmuck earlier. I'm sorry, Connor, I didn't mean it. Even he gets rest days every now and then. I get it, Lindy. It's either him or these two hogwashes, but he's gotta have a break every now and then. He's fucking dying out there. Outside the pipes, Lindy Ruff has been equally duncy with his judgment. You see these two guys, these are Kevin Ball and Dan Marino, whom Lindy Ruff have decided, yeah, they're perfect for each other, and then they've proceeded to not be perfect for each other, and also I think I messed up that second guy's name. There's also this Simon Nemec guy who started his season in Utica when he should have been in Albany expression. I've heard every time you punch someone in the face, an angel gets its wings. Oh my god, it worked! Jack Hughes is like an angel and he has wings, and what the fuck? Why is Curtis Lazar on one of them? Oh, you're playing Dota 2? Oh, you want to be an offlaner? Okay, here's my advice. Don't play Brandon Smith. Why? Well, first, he's not in the game, and second of all, Lindy Ruff played him offhand for a few weeks, and that wasn't good. Alright, good luck. Hope your MMR doesn't go to shit. I'm gonna go snort some coke now. Ooh, Mom! Oh, look, that fourth line has Alexander Holtz in it. Those were all things that Lindy Ruff was in charge of and that he made real that have hurt the Devils' season, and I hope you enjoyed my very creative way of showcasing them all. But hold your horses. Maybe Lindy Ruff isn't to blame for any of these dummy decisions. Maybe Dublam should go to the media. After all, they're the ones creating excess pressure. I'd say if it weren't for them meddling medias, Jack Hughes wouldn't have done what he did in Anaheim. Yeah, that shit was fucking hilarious. I couldn't not bring it up. There's only 2 seconds left in the game, and the Ducks are leading 4-3. However, Jack Hughes has the chance to tie it with a penalty shot and send the game into overtime. But Jack Hughes decided that this was the perfect time to do a little trolling, and a little trolling he did.
Hughes swings in off the left side, goes way out. And Hughes loses the handle.
Do you think people paid to watch him do that? Sportsnet's video on YouTube says Ducks Lucas Dostal shuts the door on Jack Hughes' penalty shot in dying seconds to cap off huge game. I don't think that's what happened. I mean, maybe he slightly tapped the puck here, but I don't know. I think this was mostly on Jack Hughes. But I mean, I'm no hockey expert, and I wasn't there in Honda Center to see it happen live, so for all I know, Lucas Dostal made the coolest, craziest, amazingest save in the historyest of hockey. So yeah, that's about it. The Devils, they've had a very disappointing season. They're nowhere near as good as people expected them to be, and they're probably gonna miss the playoffs. But hey, Silver the Hedgehog, the Devils still have some good players that are very young, and in theory, all they have to do is get a good goaltender and get rid of Lindy Ruff, and they should be golden. Anyways, I'm still not very good at this whole ending videos thingy, so here. It's a lamp with a penis. A lamp penis. So what if you can see the dark inside of me? No one will ever, this animal I have become. Help me believe it's not the real me. Somebody help me tame this animal.